Hi everyone. So this short video is just going to be going over some things in Desire to Learn or D2L and talking about the homework system. So first of all, I want to switch to student view, so I'll be seeing things the way that you see them. So once you first log in, pay attention to the announcements. I will be posting a new announcement at least once a week. They'll be coming in every Monday and sometimes another one throughout the week. But if you follow these instructions, you will have set up notifications on your phone and email, so you'll always know about that. So first thing to look at is course info. Now you can click on course info, course contents, things over here, or if you click on content, it's a little bit better way I find to browse what we have here. Under course info, first of all we have the syllabus. Now a lot of this information I already covered in the video that had the PowerPoint file, but I want to encourage you to read through the whole syllabus. We have in here my email and my phone number, but there's also some stuff about the technology covenant, expectations, things like that. Many of your questions about the class can be answered by just looking directly at the syllabus. So this is the first place you should look when you have questions. All right, so that's all. Make sure you read through the syllabus. Also in course info, you will find a detailed schedule which has everything we're going to cover and when we cover it and when your assignments are due. Okay? So this first week is just an introduction. There's no quiz. There is a homework assignment, which I'll talk about later, called the MyMathLab intro. Next week, there'll be two sections covered, 2A and 2B. There'll be a quiz due the 29th and homework due the 5th. Now, in this last column here, I want you to notice that this homework is in this row because it's on these two chapters. However, it's not due until the following Monday. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to that. All right, so excuse me, the following Friday. You always have at least an extra week, except where there's like a midterm or something to get your homework done. So just pay attention not to the rows here, but to the dates beside of these for your assignments. At any rate, here is the date of the midterm, here is spring break, and here is the date of the final. Also in course info, this is the PowerPoint that I used to make the other video. Here's something you can read about net etiquette for when you're posting things in the discussion board. Here's a calculator info sheet. And here is the MyMathLab instructions, which I will come back to. Okay, I want to talk about the course guides first, though. In course guides, this is what I want you to do first. I want you to watch all of these short videos, and they are very short, which let you know how D2L works, how to make your profile, where to find content, grades and feedback. In particular, make sure you've set up notifications and notifications for your phone so that you can always, you know, when I post an email or an announcement or something, you'll always know when that goes up. Okay, also some stuff about replying to discussion board posts, how to post a photo or video to a discussion board. And finally, you may be asked to upload PDFs of work that you do. Well, here are guides how to do that with an iPhone and with an Android, and a little written instructions on how to do that. So make sure you work through all, or you know, watch these videos and read through all these links. Okay. Now, as I said, homework is all going to be done on something called MyMathLab. So under course info, we have MyMathLab registration instructions. So this shows you step by step how to sign up on MyMathLab. You'll go to this link. If you don't have an account, you'll be able to create one. Here is the course ID that you'll use to make sure you're in my course. And then once you've done that and created everything, created your account or logged into your account, and by the way, make sure you use your GGC email. You'll have two options. You can enter an access code that you purchased from the bookstore, or you can get temporary access. If you're wanting to use financial aid money to pay for your MyMathLab access code, use temporary access. This will give you 2 full weeks of free access for your financial aid to be distributed to your account to show up in your account, and then you'll be able to log in. I want to be very clear about this. You get 2 weeks of temporary access, and after that you're cut off until you pay for your access code. Now once you pay for your access code, things pick back up where they were. You don't make a new account, you don't do anything like that. But if you miss any assignments after your temporary access code is canceled, those cannot be made up for credit. Those will count as zeros. So make sure if you get temporary access that you buy access to the MyMathLab homework access code before that runs out. Okay? Now, to sign in later, just follow these directions, and this is what you'll see once you've logged in. Okay? I'm viewing this as a student, the course home as a student. 2 things to do this week. 1, look at the Welcome to MyMathLab, and all it is a browser check and something on how to enter answers. So make sure you've done those 2 things. And you have 1 homework assignment, which is due on the 22nd, on how to use MyMathLab. Now, I just want to go over this very quickly. This is what the questions look like, okay? It'll have some directions. You can click continue, some more stuff to read, continue, and then it asks you to enter some things in. Now, I'm going to purposefully enter a wrong answer. I'm going to enter the number 4. And it wants me to enter the number 1. And it tells me that that's wrong, so I can go back. I'm going to enter it wrong again, and that's a final check. Okay? Now, I said in the other video that you have as many attempts as you want on this. The way that works is when you miss a question 3 times, what you can do, you'll go on to the other parts of it. And let me show you how you can redo the problem. Okay. You just click similar question. If you've missed a part of it 3 times, you click similar question down here, and it regenerates the problem, and then you can try it again. And that's what I mean by you can try a question over and over and over until you get it correct. I want to point out a couple features. Over here under question help, you have a help me solve this, which you can play around with. A view and example you can play around with, and the most important one is ask my instructor. When you click this one, it brings up this pop-up window, and you can type in a message to me. And the way that you'll use this is you'll explain to me what you're having trouble with. Please don't just say, I don't know how to do this, because my reply will be, what have you tried? So if you tell me what you've been trying, where you're having trouble, that'll save time for both of us. But when you type something in, I'll get an email, and it will link me directly to your question so that I can look at it and we can email back and forth to get the right answer for you. Okay, so let me go ahead and close this and show you one more thing about MyMathLab. As I said in the PowerPoint video, you have access to the textbook through MyMathLab. So over here on the left, you won't have as many options as I have, but you will have one called Chapter Contents. So suppose you want to read Chapter 2. You'll click Chapter Contents, Chapter 2, and then pick whatever unit you want, and then eText. And that will bring up an error. That wasn't supposed to happen, but I'm not going to edit the video because I want to figure out what's going on. Let me try it this way. So I clicked on Table of Contents, and it looks like it's loading at this time. And you'll have to be patient with this, okay? So here's the Table of Contents. Over here on the left, you can click a menu, and this brings up the chapters that you want. So I want to read Chapter 2A, and I can click it here, and now I can read through the text and scroll through it. There's a search bar, there's a bookmark bar, change your display settings, so on and so forth. So here's how that's how you can read the sections out of the book. All right, back to MyMathLab. Excuse me, back to D2L rather. The way the course is going to work is, let me switch back to instructor view. so that I can show you everything. Under course content, eventually you're going to see, right now you can view all of the PowerPoint files. So you are able to view a PowerPoint file for section 2A, which you can download and have to look through. But probably more importantly to you is every week I'll upload a couple of video lectures. Okay, so for example, here's the video for section 2A. Now, you can watch this in D2L, but these videos are a little bit long, so you may not want to watch them all in one sitting. So I'll also give you links to open this up in YouTube. And in YouTube, this one needs to be fixed. Let me pick one of the later ones. Oops. And all of the videos will have these options I'm going to show you by the time you're viewing them. But most of the videos will be divided up into chapters, okay? And the descriptions are the different parts of the video. So an intro, range, quartiles, for example. So if you just want to review the part on quartiles, you can click on that timestamp and it will skip to that part in the video. These are also linked in this time bar for the video with the titles of the sections. So if you want to view the whole thing, you can do it in D2L. If you want to be able to skip around, you'll have to view it in YouTube. Okay? So every week there will be a couple videos that will be made available to you along with the PowerPoint files, and then you'll watch the videos, read the PowerPoint files, do the homework, do the quizzes, and then eventually, by the time you view this, there'll be some things in the discussion. It's empty right now, but that's how the class is going to work. And again, homework and quizzes will all be on MyMathLab, and then the discussion will be on D2L. Okay, I think that's all that I wanted to say. Oh, and eventually, this will be populated, the Zoom virtual meetings, where we're going to have our weekly Q&A sessions. But you'll get more details about that in an email. All right, I believe that's all. I'll talk to everyone later.